You're not lazy, you're not weak, you're not broken, your brain has been hijacked. And the worst part, the thing hijacking, is the same chemical keeping you alive. It's called dopamine. And right now, at this exact moment, it's running your life. Not you, it. Most people live their entire lives without realizing this. You're about to be different. Here's what most people think dopamine is: the pleasure chemical, the feel-good hit. The reason you keep scrolling at 1 a.m. even though your eyes hurt. That's not wrong, but it's not the full picture. Neuroscientist Andrew Huberman, whose Stanford research has reached tens of millions of people, says dopamine isn't really about pleasure at all. It's about anticipation, the chase, not the catch. Think about the last time you were genuinely excited for something: a trip, a result, a message from someone you liked. That buzzing, restless feeling before it happened, that was dopamine at work. And here's the part no one talks about. Every spike in dopamine is followed by a crash. Every high has a floor. The bigger the hit, the lower you fall after it. This is the trap. Billions of people are caught in it right now, and very possibly so are you. Part 1. The hijack modern life has been precision engineered to exploit your dopamine system. Social media notifications, autoplay, infinite scroll, next day delivery, instant streaming. Every single one was designed by rooms full of engineers to deliver a microhit of dopamine as fast as possible. And the faster the hit, the less your brain values things that take longer. Reading, exercise, learning a skill, building a real relationship. These still release dopamine, but slowly, quietly, not fast enough for a brain trained to expect instant reward. Dr. Anna Lemke, author of Dopamine Nation and a professor at Stanford, calls this a dopamine deficit state. Your baseline drops. You need more stimulation just to feel normal, and normal starts to feel like boredom. Boredom starts to feel unbearable. Part 2. What overthinking actually is. You've probably noticed something. When you're deep in a scroll session or a binge, your thoughts get louder, not quieter. The anxiety creeps in, the comparison, the self-doubt, the 2 a.m. spiral about something you said 4 years ago. That's not a coincidence. When your dopamine baseline is suppressed, your brain's threat detection system, the amygdala, becomes hyperactive. It scans for danger everywhere, and when there's no real threat, it manufactures one out of your own thoughts. Overthinking isn't a personality flaw. It's a symptom. It's what a dopamine-depleted brain does to survive. Part 3. The fix nobody's selling you. Here's where it gets interesting, because the solution isn't another app. It's not a supplement. It's not a morning routine packaged up and sold on the internet. Researchers call it a dopamine fast, and it's less extreme than it sounds. It doesn't mean cutting out all pleasure. It means cutting out cheap, instant, effortless pleasure, so that real pleasure can return to its natural power. Studies on delayed gratification, including replications of the famous Stanford marshmallow experiments as recently as 2018, show that people who resist immediate reward consistently report higher well-being, lower anxiety, and stronger focus over time. But here's the part most people skip: the discomfort phase. When you remove the fast dopamine hits, your brain panics. For the first 24 to 48 hours, you feel restless, irritable, empty. You reach for your phone and it isn't there. You feel the urge to do something, anything, to fill the silence. Most people stop here. They call it not for them. They go back to the scroll. But the people who push through, something shifts. Around day 3, the baseline starts to recover. Simple things start to feel good again. A walk outside, a real conversation, a meal you cooked yourself, music actually listened to, not background noise. This is what researchers call dopamine recalibration. Your reward threshold drops back to where it belongs. You don't need the spike anymore, because everything around you has become the reward. And here's the thing about overthinking: when your baseline recovers, it quiets down on its own. Not because you fought your thoughts, not because you meditated for an hour, but because your brain stopped running on empty and started running on something real. One idea, that's the fix. Remove the noise, restore the signal. You were never broken, you were just overstimulated. So what does a dopamine fast actually look like in practice? It doesn't have to be radical. Start with 1 hour. No phone, no music, no podcast, no stimulation that isn't necessary. Sit with boredom. Go for a walk without earphones. Eat a meal without a screen. Let your mind wander without redirecting. Dr. Lemke recommends a full 30-day fast for people who feel genuinely stuck. But even one dopamine-free hour a day, done consistently, starts to move the needle within a week. The goal isn't to become a monk. The goal is to reset your baseline so that the things worth caring about actually feel worth caring about again. Remember the question from the start, whether your brain has been hijacked. Now you know the answer, and more importantly, now you know the way back. If this made something click for you, there's a video on this channel about the one habit that makes self-discipline feel effortless. Once your baseline is healthy enough to use it, it's the natural next step after this. And if you want more videos about taking back control of your mind, not hacks, not motivational fluff, just the actual science, subscribe. New video for you, wait, see you.